this morning. You going to drive mommy nuts. Why is this one not charging? This doesn't make any sense. Honey, I don't care if you play with your toy, but take it somewhere else. I don't... Stop. I do not want it near me. Take that rope out in the other room. God, he's going to drive me nuts today. You're going to drive me nuts. Take that away. He keeps, like, shaking it, and I'm like, dude, like, listen. Like, you can't be fucking slamming that in my face. It's got a knot on the end of it. I know now not to buy any more ropes with a knot. Yeah, I've learned that the hard way. Like, I have learned the hard way. Like, dogs and ropes with knots do not work well together. So that's how it is. Oh, he says, I just want to play. I know, you just want to play. I know, sweetheart, I know. He's like, man, mom ruined all the fun. Huh, mom ruined all the fun. It happens. I'm no fun, I know. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't care if you come in here, obviously. I don't care if you know what I mean? Like, but like this whole shaking the fucking rope around like crazy. I come by, what's going on? This is like getting old. This that's happening over here. This is getting old. That's exactly what it's doing, Ace. It's getting old. Okay? Note to self. Ow, stop. That just hit me in the neck. He's got a rope and it's got 2 knots on the end of it. It's one of those toys for dogs, right? And he keeps shaking the shit out of it. And I'm like, how has he not knocked himself out by now? Like, I mean, when I say he gets this thing going, like shaking it back, he'd be hitting himself in the face with it and whatnot. I'm like, dude, don't that hurt? Like, I know it hurts when he hits me with it. Like, I know that it hurts when he hits me with it, certainly. So it's gotta hurt him, right? And he's like little too, so it's gotta hurt him worse than it hurts me, I would assume. All right, good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like live. He's like, I'm sorry. I hit you with the nut. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did you hit me with the nut? It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I just don't want to play with her toy. And then I remember, I said my last dog, he was 13. Ow, stop. Take that out. Take that out in the other room. If you're gonna play with this toy, take it out. You be pushing my patience someday. You know that? Go on. Go take your rope somewhere else. I don't want to play. Don't want to play at all. Stop. Go on. Stop. Now you can go on. Stop. I'm not going to play like that. I'm on my live. I'm in my studio. If you're going to use that toy, take it out in the other room. I don't know why I act like he speaks English. Stop, dude. Come on. Take that somewhere else. I don't. Stop. I don't want to play like that. Oh my God, he's going to drive me nuts today. I said, sometimes not too bad. He's a pup. So, I mean, like, that's just what they do is they like to play. But I'm like, dude, I got my laptop sitting up. Stop. Dude, stop. Go out in the other room. This fucking... I'm not buying any more of these toys. I'm not buying... Oh, look, that was a hell of an entrance. Like, but... I'm not buying him any more of these toys because they hurt. Stop. Okay. Take it. Go somewhere else. Go on. Go take it somewhere else. I'm like, dude, I don't... Stop. I don't want your toy. You better knock it off. Seriously. I swear to God, he's lucky I don't believe in beating dogs' asses. Like, he is... lucky. If you were a human, I swear to God, stop. I don't want to play. Said he just turned 2 the other day, and he's a pain in the ass. Aren't you a pain in the ass? So yeah, I'm a pain in the ass. My last dog was like 13, so when he passed away, so he was in like the I want to sleep all day phase. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to sleep all day. Life is good. Like, we're just going to nap all day. This one, I was not ready for this level of energy to come back all of a sudden. Like, I wasn't ready for it. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live for me. It helps Ace calm down. No, I don't know. We'll give you just some random reason for why tapping the screen is helpful. Like, Can you please move? Can you please move? Yes? Yes? You're going to move? No? Okay. But he's just driving me nuts this morning. Some days he's not too bad. But like this, I'm like, dude, I got all my electronics in here. I'm in my studio. Like, I don't care if you come and hang out with me, but why do you have to bring your toys? And he wants to play. He wants to bite hands. And I'm like, stop, dude. Like, you're like making me nuts. Like, I got all my electronics out. Go on. Go on. Go on. I don't want it. Stop. You are literally smacking tablets. Stop. Stop. I don't want to play. You're like knocking shit over. Go in the other room. Go. 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 Ace, go. 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 If you're looking for your toy, it's the fuck over there. Go. It's over there. It's over. I don't have it. It's over there. Oh my God. This is going to be one of those days. Okay. Look, it's over there. Ace. Anybody want to adopt a dog? No, I'm just teasing. Look, it's over there. Now he's looking for it. It's over there. See it? It's right there. I don't have it. It's over there. He's like, I know you hid that shit. I will pet you, but you can't be smacking me and shit. Like, note to self. Now we know. But I can remember my last dog doing this when he was like 2 or 3. Like, he was real rough. Like, he would have like ropes just smacking him all over the place. I'm like, dude, how does that not hurt you? How are you so conscious? How are like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me. Like, how is this possible? So I don't know. Dogs are interesting, guys. Good morning. Welcome through. Tap the screen for me. Like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me, especially first thing in the morning. Yeah, it's not really first thing in the morning. Hi, Janet. How are you, baby? You're getting on mommy's nerves today. Yeah, we're going to try hard not to get on mommy's nerves, huh? Yeah, we're going to try hard not. He's like, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. How are you, Janet? So it's another lovely day on the internet. You know, just like just another day. I was going to say, Janet, I did good Wednesday night. They put me up against somebody that had a skill level that was like literally 3 levels higher than me, and I ended up winning, but that's only because I needed less points. And so, but he was like really, really nice about it. Like everybody was really, really nice about it. I was like, yay. We almost had a clean sweep night. We almost had, because I didn't know you were on. I just snuck on like a couple minutes ago. What? What? I just started like 2 seconds ago. So, you know. But yeah, tap the screen, guys, like the live. It helps me trend. And we need every bit of help we can get for trending lately. I've literally been, every time I go on, been getting a flag. I see. Stop. I don't want to play. I don't. Stop. Stop. I do not want to play. Stop. He's getting on my nerves so bad today. He's getting on my nerves so bad. My God. I poop. What's happening? He's getting on my nerves so bad. Like, dude. 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 And so, all right, we're going to do the weird news. I need to get my stuff out. Like I said, he's going to want, yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah, he's not that. Oh, and Bugsy was like this when he was that age. Oh, thank you, Boo, honey. Hi, Eric. Good morning. Bugsy was exactly like this. I said, it's just like, oh my God. I don't understand how he doesn't hurt himself, Janet. How are you doing? I'm hanging in there. It's another lovely day on the internet. What are you eating? What is that? It's an old dried up contact lens. Okay, cool. It must have fallen one. Boston Terrier. Oh, I love Boston Terriers. They're very energetic. This one, I said Bugsy was a Boston Terrier and Pug mix. This one is a Beagle. What I was not ready for, and they told me this, right? Thank you, boob, honey. I appreciate you. Is Beagles, they're very vocal. They're very vocal creatures. So this one, I'll be like, we'll be real, okay? We'll give you like a real story. I'm trying to take a poop one day, right? I know. Just hear me out on this one. And he's sitting there watching me do it, which is already like, I'm like, you know, and he's barking at me because I'm not petting him while I do it. And I'm like, dude, let me play on my phone. Aren't you guys glad you came in this morning for that? But I'm like, dude, and he's just in there barking at me. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sit there the whole time scratching your belly just because you want attention. You need to be satiated. Like, He's such a mess. Like he's such a. But that's why like I need a dog because I get such a tickle out of dogs. Like they can be annoying. Yeah, they can. They can be a pain in the ass. Hint hint. Wink wink. Not that anybody we know is like the. But yeah, like I said, we didn't. It didn't take long for us to get another dog just because we were like the house was so quiet and like I didn't have anything to giggle at. And you know what I mean? It's like having a toddler, like a forever toddler. Like my parents are really big into dogs and whatnot too. And it's like I've had so much. Stop! You're messing with the fan. Like, come on, man. But like, they just want love. And that's it. I'm like, this one's lucky I don't believe in whooping his ass. Like, I might say it. Like, I'll be like, I'm gonna whoop your ass if you don't knock it off. I've never done it. I would never do it. Like, that doesn't mean I won't say it. But yeah, if you had enough, yeah, I'd love to give it a dog. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, there's so many dogs in the world that need good homes. You know what I mean? There's so many dogs in the world that need good homes, and it's like they're the sweetest creatures. Like your dog is a part of your life, but to your dog, you are absolutely everything. Like you are absolutely everything to them, and that's like you know what I mean. It's very I don't know. It's very endearing. You know. I'm like, dude, I'm an asshole. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a fucking asshole. Like, I'm a jerk. Like, you shouldn't like me this much. But he just wants love, you know. And I said he's never had like a stable home before. He's never had like anything. Like he literally left the shelter for 2 weeks the whole time he was there. So he's not, you know, took him, tore up their furniture. Yeah, and that's Boston's. They be doing that. Like they be doing that. Like just there. That's how Bugsy was when he was that age. Took him back. Most shelters, Sheffer, good morning, honey. Most shelters they have like a 2 week thing, right? Especially if you have other dogs where they can. Hi, Sheffer, good morning, honey. Where like you can take a dog home for like 2 weeks, and if it's not a good fit, or if say the dog doesn't whatever with you, like if you just don't like you can take it back. I honestly feel like by the time a dog comes home with me that's it, they there. Like even if the dog isn't necessarily a great fit, or you know what I mean, like so I said I felt bad because like he got taken home and got to be in a home for about 2 weeks and then got taken back. And I'm like, I don't know, he's got a forever home now. Him got a forever home. Him need to learn how to be good, but like he does. He gets those ropes with the knots on them, and he'll be swinging it to the point where I'm like, how have you not knocked yourself out? Yeah, and Boston Terriers, they have so much energy. They have so much energy, so much energy. But like I said, it took Bugsy like a long time to really get to the point where he was like sleeping all day and like wanted to hang out. Look, guys, I took a lot of my piercings out. I have random holes on my face now. I'm debating on taking this one out. Should I take this one out? I don't know. I don't know if I like it anymore. I don't know if I like it anymore. But then I feel weird. I feel like I'm going to have a hole in the middle of my lip. I haven't had it done that long. But I'm like, just pack it with makeup so that way it doesn't. Thank you, Purple Bear. Some comments in the slide were filtered. Uh-oh. And I said, guys, we are still streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody, they're not in your chat. I promise you it's just the other chat. This is something I've been doing for a bit. I love, like, coming on here first thing in the morning and hanging out. It's not really first thing in the morning. I've been dragging ass, and this one takes forever to let me get myself together. Like, I'll be, like, getting ready to go live, like, just about ready to push the button, and he's like, and he's got to go wander around the front yard for a bit and check out all the birds and so he said but like I feel bad for I've never had a dog that hid food before. So but I said he lived in a shelter, so if he wanted to eat something later, like Bugsy, I literally had to cut Bugsy off like from food. Like he would eat and eat and eat and eat. Like there was never a time he stopped. And that's how most dogs are, right? This one, he's like a bit different. Like I'll give him his breakfast in the morning and he'll go back throughout the day and like kind of pick at it. You know what I mean? Or I'll give him treats, he'll take them and then he'll put them somewhere and he'll eat them later. Like I don't think that he's ever had Like, you know what I mean? So he'll take, like, say I give him a dog bone or something. He'll go and, like, hide it in a blanket. He likes people food. Yeah, I mean, I mix like a little bit of people food in with his dog food just because it's like chicken and shit like that. It's not anything that's like overly crazy. I'm not giving him like cake for breakfast. You know what I mean? Like like a little bit of dinner from one night. Like and so he's been enjoying himself, but like it's just oh oh I couldn't even. I will give him eggs, but they gonna be cooked. They're gonna be cooked. Like eggs are supposed to be really good for their coat, and it helps with all that stuff. So I said he's a good boy. He's just a little rough around the edges. Oh, did you guys see what I got? I'm so excited. I had a friend, right, who she's like I literally could not like thank this person enough. I thought that they were absolutely just the sweetest thing ever. Okay, so I had, like I said, I've been going through a lot lately. Whatever. It is what it is. It's life. Like, hello, what's going on? Matin. Matina? There we go. Hello, Nicole. How are you? But so I said I've been going through a lot lately. I had a friend because everybody like at this point like everybody know I have my little hobbies that I like to do. Like I do fire fans. I do like just any like if it's a fan, I'm about it for some reason. I don't know why they're so dramatic. Like hello, Kamash, and I said guys, I am dual streaming. So if you hear me talking to somebody, they're not in your chat. Please like don't think I'm nuts. It's just the other chat. So but tap the screen like the live. It helps me draw more people in, and I need all the help I can get from you guys. Like, I need all the help I can fucking get. Like, straight up. Ugh. But, let's see. So, all right, we're going to do the weird news this morning. Let me get this up. And, but yeah, so I said, like, I went out the other night. I was really excited because, like, I didn't expect me to win at all. And I did somehow. Go fig. I don't know. I still don't know how it's possible. I just kind of, but you did it. You So the other day, right? Oh God, I'm telling you, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. So I went out to go shoot, right? And like if you really have a good run in you, other people will start watching you in the place, right? And I had like some pretty good runs. Like I sent one ball all the way up the rail to the far end and dropped it in the pocket. And I could hear people like at the other tables going, "Oh, you know what I mean?" Stuff like that. And I went to go break, and this is the first time I've ever had this happen. I've never had a ball leave a table before. Never. Right? Never. Never, never, never have I ever had a ball fly off the table. I've seen it happen before. Lord knows I've seen it happen before, right? And so everybody's watching me, and I can feel that everybody's watching me, right? I'm getting ready to go break. My breaks are not my strong point, so I'm already like, and I know everybody's watching me, and I'm like, it's definitely it's different. You know what I mean? It's a different type of sport. So it's not like baseball where everybody's playing the sport. It's like everybody sits and watches everybody else play. And my team's like super supportive. Like the other players, like on the other teams, they're like super supportive. I love pool. I think billiards are like a great sport. They're very supportive. Like I'm sure that there are some places, some teams that are not so supportive. Mine's been great. I went to go break, and when I did, I normally will line up my shot, right? Like I'll put my hand on the table because they said I have epilepsy too, so I've had to kind of adjust with how I do things. Like I have to put my hand like some people when they do like their shots, they'll put their hand up like this and they'll put the stick in here and that's how they shoot. Or they'll, I've seen people do it all sorts of ways. Like they're putting the stick up like this to measure out the angles. And I mean, like some people are really, really good at it. So I normally, and this is just the habit I got to get out of, right? I put my left hand on the table, right, to balance myself. And then I take my back hand and I put it back, right? I got to remember to lift my left hand up a little bit because when you push down on it, what happens is your back arm goes up, right? And then you either go above the ball or below the ball, right? Like you don't actually hit the ball straight on. You go above the ball. So I did that. And Joe was like, you're pushing down on the front. Like, don't do that. Like, just, let it up on the front. And I was like, okay. Okay, I can do this. And then I got up there and I did the same thing again. And because my first break was an illegal break, right? And then I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I can do this. Okay. And he's like, yeah, don't press down on the front. I'm like, okay. So I go, and of course, what do I do again? Press down on the front. So I was like, oh fuck, man, like all these people, they play great. I went and I scooped the ball up, right? And it almost landed, like the cue ball scooped up and almost landed in the forward pocket. It almost went off the table. I was like, fuck, fuck. And I was like, I'm sorry, we're not playing basketball. I've got my sports mixed up, like, and it's good. Like, I mean, I would just, if it had left the table, I would have been like, it's not enough to where I'm gonna quit playing, but like, it's just one of those things where you're like, man, everybody's watching me. Have you guys watched? I said I normally try to keep, like, I'll do like the weird news and whatnot, but then I'll do like if something's really sitting with me, it's sitting with me. Have you guys seen in England there was a baby, and I try not to get too heavy into stuff. Who I happen to have opinions about this. I'm a mother. I think that anybody mistreating a child is like one of the worst things you could ever do. Mistreating children, mistreating animals, like you deserve every little bit of everything that happens to you. And so there was a couple in England that was going to adopt a little boy, right? And he was only with the couple for about, and it was the same sex couple, and so it was two guys, and it was in England, and they only had this baby for like 4 months. But so that's been taking up a lot of my feed, and if like it's a really really sad story. Like it's a really really sad story. Like the baby ended up having like over 40 injuries in 4 months. In 4 months, like there's videos coming out now of like the foster parents at the baby. But here's the thing: is if you are going to adopt an animal and you know that there's a chance you could hurt it, don't adopt it. Or you could mistreat it, don't adopt it. If you like, here's the thing: is like I just don't understand what the point of even adopting him was if they were gonna mistreat him. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's a really sad story. So I keep seeing stuff. You know what else I keep seeing on my FYP? And this is like random. I don't know if you guys have seen. Hey, two things. Have you guys come across a person on FYP who is going? He's got like a mullet. He's got like a gold tooth. Like all this stuff. He's going to Chinese buffets every single day and eating at them until he comes home with food poisoning from one of them. I think he should come to Delaware because I'm just saying I've gotten food poisoning from a lot of Chinese buffets in Delaware. Like that shit happens. You know, I mean, like our Chinese buffet, like you gotta really be careful because like every other day they're shut down for like health code violations and all this shit. So I've been seeing a lot of him, and then another thing I've been seeing, and I don't know why I'm seeing it. You know how they do like the fantasy novels with like AI, like where it's just like an alternate universe or whatever. I'm like not, I don't even like people listen to audiobooks and listen to audio like fantasy books or they watch videos about. So I keep seeing these AI generated videos, right? And I'm like, and the one is about fucking, oh my god, it keeps coming up, and like I keep not trying to watch it because I don't want it to stay in my FYP, but it's kind of hard to not have it be in my FYP when it's like keeps distracted. So okay, so I keep seeing this story, and I said it's an AI generated story, and it's about a piece. Oh Lord God, okay, that's awesome, little piece, Morris. But it's about seahorses that own empires, like business empires, and because with seahorses, the men are the ones that have the babies. So the story is about a female seahorse who wants to have golden eggs. I don't know why this comes. I'm hoping that talking about it will put it in your feed, and then you will see what I'm talking about. Like, it's like the weirdest thing. Like she's like, your pouch is so beautiful. I'm like, the fuck are people like? Who even thinks of this shit to make AI out of it? Like, it would be great, a love story. Like it's literally like seahorse, like Days of Our Lives. Like, and I'm like, the fuck? Like, why is this showing up on my FYP? And then I made the mistake of like kind of watching like the first one because I was like, the fuck? Are those seahorse? What are they? They're seahorses. Okay. And then after that, they keep coming up. And I'm like, there's some interesting stuff on the good old TikTok. All right. It says, "The guys, bear with me. My allergies are killing me today. Let's see. All right. So we're going to do some weird news this morning. Let's find some good stuff." And I said, there have been some weird news stuff lately, like big time weird news. Um, I was actually really sad. There's an old church in one of the cities that's close to me that ended up it burnt down like over the week, and it kind of made me sad because this is a beautiful, beautiful church, and people are saying that we also had an incident in Delaware because, like, Delaware is not that big of a place. We had an incident the other day where there was a 19-year-old who apparently had a weapon. We don't know. Like, I wasn't there. I don't know if he actually had a weapon, but the police ended up they pew-pewed him in the back twice because they said that he was running towards a crowd of people, and so now it's like a big thing around us. Like, I'm like, I can't even imagine losing your 19-year-old child. Like, losing your 19-year-old child, like, that's just, like, that thought is unbearable. And then so now people in my area are debating on whether he deserved it or not. And they're like, well, like, police have protocols, right? Even if they think that somebody is subdued, right? Like, you know what I mean, subdued, they still have to handcuff them because somebody could be like they have their way that they do things for a reason. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that they have their ways that somebody could be pretending and then pop up and police turn their back. Like there's a reason why they do the things that they do, and I get that. But at the same time, I don't think, like, in certain cases, like somebody shot twice and twice in the back. I don't really think that requires you handcuffing them afterwards and sticking them in the back of a police car. So I said it's been like a big thing in my area this week. Like, people have been going back and forth with this a lot lately. Um. Oh, did you guys see what's happening with the Capitol's reflection pool? Paige, what you doing, baby? There have been people like this just cracks me up that there's like Secret Service out there, right? Who their job, because they couldn't figure out why the reflecting pool in Washington D.C. like kept turning like bright green, right? Kept turning bright green. It's actually against the law to touch the. I didn't know this. This is a little random factoids I've been picking up lately. It's against the law to touch the reflecting pool in Washington D.C. I've been to the reflecting pool. Don't know why anybody would want to touch it to begin with. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to walk up. Like, I guess so, like, people will walk up and put their hands in and take a picture. This is my hand in the reflecting pool, which you're not even supposed to do, but, people are dumb, especially when they're tourists. So, so they found out that they don't know whether it's an act of terrorism. I don't think it is. But somebody keeps coming up and they think it's like a group that's responsible for they're putting like some type of packets in their hand and then coming up and touching the water, and it's releasing like a green dye. So there are Secret Service members out there that are their job is to dress normal, dress like tourists, and walk around the reflecting pool all day and watch for people that are going to attempt, because they just had to change all the water out again, I think the other day. Like the bright green, like, I mean, it literally looks like it's like St. Patty's Day green. Like, it's green. And so they ended up like, so there was like a woman who was pretty much, she got caught doing this. Like, they don't think it was just her because that was the first time. They think that it's a group of people that are sending new people up because they don't want to send the same person, because somebody's going to eventually, like, there's cameras and all that stuff, eventually somebody's going to go, that's the person right there, that's the one that's doing it. So they're sending different people up to do this, and they're trying to make it look nonchalant. And I'm like, can you imagine? Oh my God. Can you imagine if you were like, yeah, I'm getting away with it. Yeah. Like, I believe that people believe in causes and acts of protest and all that stuff. Like, that's not unheard of, you know what I mean? But, like, I mean, come on. Something as simple as, like, you touch the reflecting pool and caused it to go green, you can literally spend like 20 years in jail for that shit. Like, what a stupid thing to go to jail for. Oh, I did it for the principal. Yeah. What did you solve? Like, I understand doing things for the principal and in protest and everything, but like, what is the point in spending 20 years in jail just because you wanted to turn it green as protest? Like, it's not a protest if they can fix it. Like, when you protest, it's supposed to be stuff that they can't fix. All you're doing is inconveniencing them. That's it. You're not devastating the White House. You're not shutting down the government. You're not protesting anything. You're literally turning the water green. And then they are draining it and they are putting new water in. And then you're going back and turning it green again. And then they are going and they're draining it, putting more water in it. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, if you want to protest and you want to like do all that stuff, find something that's a little bit like, I'm not saying do something that they can't fix, but I'm just saying, like, this is like kid shit to me. Like, we're gonna turn the water green. Way to go. To me, that's like wasting government resources, because these people that work for the government now need to go out there, drain this reflecting pool, and then, but like I said, people will literally go to jail for like 20 years over this shit just cause. But yet the White House riots, they couldn't get all those people. Like, go figure that one. But so there was, so they just caught a woman the other day who they said that she's part of this group, and that's what they were doing, was just going, and I'm like, it's stupid. That's stupid to me. That's very, very stupid to me. We're going to take the time out of our day to worry about what color the reflecting pool is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Bloomington's smartest lawn, and apparently it has almost no grass to mow. That's interesting. So they're coming out with smart lawns where you don't really, it's like grass, but you don't really have to grow them. Like, you don't have to mow it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it grows, but it only goes up to a certain. That's interesting. Probably like $8 million too. You remember, like, I was gonna say, it was a big thing back in the '70s where people would take their front lawn and they would rip out their front lawn and they would put artificial grass in that was plastic, so that way they didn't have to. And I'm like the '70s and the '80s were a rough time for design and fashion. Like, I seen when I was little. I grew up in the '80s. I seen what my mom's kitchen looked like originally. I seen what the living room looked like originally. They moved in the '70s. My mom decorated and then never changed it until like maybe like the '90s, right? So in my mom's living room, she had this wallpaper. It was blue and green and white, right? It was striped and it was furry. Like, you could literally walk up to it and touch it. The way she cleaned it was she would vacuum that shit. This is a real thing that used to happen in the '70s. People had to vacuum their wallpaper because it was furry. Then they had the shag carpets. Oh yeah, my mom's whole living room was in it, and then in the '90s she changed it. But even the kitchen, I'm like, think back to the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen was like a light green with wooden cabinets, like the really old style wooden, like, and I'm like, the floor was like this really awful linoleum. Like, I mean, it was just like, it was such a bad, bad, bad time for design. You know what I mean? And then when my mom redecorated, it was funny because, like I said, me and hers, our design ideas did not flow together. She used to get mad at me because she decided when she redecorated her kitchen, right? She decided she was going to redecorate it as roosters and apples. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It was the ugliest. Like, it looked better than the original kitchen that was like a light green. But like, she literally had a rooster that was this big sitting on top of the fridge. And the fridge, you know how the fridge will be like, do, 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 like the motor starts running, and the thing would rock back and forth. And I'm like, Mom, your C word that ends in a K is moving again. And she'd be like, Renee, that's not funny. I swear, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's pretty funny. I never got tired of that joke. But I can remember when I was little, my mom's floor in her bedroom was straight up shag carpet for years. Even when she redid the bottom of the house, hey, Square, how are you, baby? Good morning. But like, even when she redid the house, she didn't redo her bedroom for a very long time. So she had, and it was literally, I never really thought about, hey, what's shag carpet made out of, right? It was literally yarn. It was literally, I'm sure it was soft, but like they were like that fucking long. Like each one of them was like, and like her bedroom, it was like red, like white, or like red, like the shag carpet. It was like a red, yellow, orange, purple. Like it was like a multicolor, and she liked it. And I'm like, I mean, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. But she had like a beautiful hardwood floor underneath this ugliest carpet that she never thought the truth be. I know, like I said, when I tell you, like literally the when I was growing up, my mom decorated everything in the 70s and it was just still there by the time I came around. And man, it was ugly. Man, it was ugly. It was ugly. It was ugly. Like I said, the wallpaper in itself in the living room, because it was a big living room, it was furry. Like I said, you could literally touch it. And it was furry. On top of it, she had like a Precious Moments collection. I don't know if y'all remember those. But like she had a Precious Moments collection that was literally like a whole wall. Like how did, like I said, I say this all the time on here, how did I grow up the way that I did and come out like this? Like I can remember one day my mom told me, okay, well, you can paint your bedroom. And I said, okay. And I didn't even talk to her about what color I wanted to do. I didn't even, it was bright pink, like Pepto-Bismol pink. That was the bedroom I grew up in, was Pepto-Bismol pink. And when I got to the point where I was a teenager, I absolutely like despised it. I hated it, like on every. You know what's another thing that they used to do in the 80s? Blah, exactly. Like it was like bright. Like you weren't just waking up in that motherfucker. You would wake up and be like, this shit's fucking glowing. Like in the 80s, it was very, very popular. And I get it. I get it. Like I get why they made these for kids, but it was a very bad idea. You remember the chemistry sets they used to make for kids? That was such a bad idea. That was such a bad idea. That was absolutely such a bad idea. Like on a different level, such a bad idea. I had one. Now, okay, here's my question for you, Square. Did you, like I did, and I feel like I'm not the only kid that decided to do this. Yeah, lawn darts, but they were actually like they were metal and shit, and it's like, did you take that chemistry set and mix everything together just to see what would happen? Because I know I did, and it erupted in my bedroom, right? Like it had all these little glass vials. Like, why are we giving kids chemicals in these little glass vials and beakers? And I remember mine came with like a Bunsen burner and shit. Why are we doing this? Why are we giving kids like access to lab tools? You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing this? This was such a bad idea. A chemistry set, and then like it came with a book of like formulas. So you could see like the safe formulas. But like, listen, I was a brat and I was a reckless kid. So guess what I'm gonna do? First thing I did when I got this, I did a couple of them and I was like, oh, that wasn't really too impressive, right? I wonder what will happen if I mix everything together. So I mixed everything together and it proceeded to boil over on the floor and it started putting vapors out because I can remember spelling them. It landed on the hardwood floor in my bedroom and proceeded to eat all the finish off the hardwood floor, this beautiful hardwood floor that my mom had in her house. There was a hole about this big in the finish. Oh no, I'm getting a phone call. But so there was like a hole, like not like a hole through the floor, but it literally ate all the finish. I was like, Mom, I did something wrong today. Oh, and then you know what? I was going to say another big thing that was really big when I was growing up. Everybody had these, right? They had doll houses, but they weren't actually doll houses you could play with. They were decorative doll houses. Do you guys remember? Like, this was like a thing, like that you would have like this massive doll house, right? And it would have like a little family, and they'd be sitting around like eating dinner, and it was like accurate. It was like miniatures and shit like that. Oh, look, this one's got a fireplace. Oh, like my sister. That's what I'm saying. If you grew up like anywhere, you had these, but you couldn't actually play with the dollhouse. Yeah, real China. Like you couldn't actually play with it. You could just sit there and look at it, move them from room to room, but that was like it. They were like porcelain or yeah. I mean, it was just it's stupid. It was stupid. Like it was just a stupid. Why are you gonna give kids something they can't play with? But then, so I said, I'm sure I'm not the only person that mixed all the chemistry set together. I just wanted to see what would happen. I found out. I found out that was probably not the best idea. But like I said, that's another time where my mom was like super mad at me. You look great. Oh, I swear, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I said I feel pretty good. I can't front. I said I've had better days, but I'm trying. I'm making it through. You know. I said I have to. I'm waiting for them to process my results from my last. You know. I was bad with right. Me too. I burnt a lot of ants. Guess that explains it's my karma that like I get ants in like springtime now in my house. I'm like, pop it. You know, if you put cinnamon down, right, it'll actually stop like ants. Like they, yeah, it's a survival skill that they give people like when they're in the military and whatnot. They'll give you like a little pouch of cinnamon, and when you go out in the wild and you sleep, that people will take and draw a line of cinnamon around their campsite so that way the ants won't come in because it smells too powerful to like it makes them be like cinnamon is a little overwhelming, but then like you know I like reason 8,925 why I don't want to go sleep in a tent. But so I said my scar is looking a little bit better from my last surgery. I have to go back soon. I don't know when. They're still they are still. You were in the military. No, I just know lots of random factoids. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, Square. For me, I said I grew up doing like Girl Scouts and shit, so my mom would send me to camp like every summer. Deacon, what's going on, baby? Good morning. And I hated it. I'm not a wilderness person. If I'm going in the wilderness, I'm staying in the motherfucking cabin. I can tell you that right now. And it's not just gonna be a cabin, it's gonna be a bougie ass cabin. Oh, oh, thank you, Deacon. I appreciate you, baby. That's awesome. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that a lot. But like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Like my parents like the RV. I'll go stay in the RV, but I'm not gonna sleep on the ground. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. Like there's snakes and shit out there. Like I'm oh Deacon. Oh you're wonderful. I think that's the first time I got that one. Oh, see, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Nothing's ever expected. Everything's always appreciated, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll get a cabin. Like I'll get a cabin. You are not gonna catch my ass. I said I've told this before on here, Square. I was downstate, right? My parents they had like a big RV party. It was great because it was like at this campground, and there just happened to be like this bluegrass band that was staying there, like a couple, you know, places down. So it was really cool. I went to go to the bathroom, right? And you know, there's a bathroom hut like in the middle of the place. I walked over, I came back, one of the guys walked up to me, and he goes, hey, he goes, watch when you walk to the bathroom. He said, I just seen a copperhead, like, going that way. And I was like, but that's what we have in Delaware is we have copperheads. And I'm like, oh, Deacon, you're wonderful, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you. But, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, hell no. That's what I'm saying. Well, here's the thing is, where the copperhead was, there was literally a family like 2 feet over that had gotten that campsite and were sleeping in a tent. And I was like, fuck that shit. Like, fuck that. Like, you were fuck. Yeah, oh, okay, gotcha. See, I went up to New York, what was it? I don't know, a few months ago, and I went up and we were in bear country. I don't do snakes. I'm not a big, there's something weird to me about something that doesn't have legs. This is not my thing. No, just not my thing, especially when I don't know where they are. Like, it's one thing if you go over to a friend's house. Deacon, you might remember, do you remember Brian from Meet Me? He used to crack me up. He would be like climbing trees with like no shorts on and a kilt on his live stream, like climbing. Yeah, he had like these pythons, right? And he was a single guy. He was a good looking dude. He was wild, like nature boy. Yeah, he was absolutely wild. And it used to like oh my god, he had this 6 foot python, right? And it's his house. You can do what you wish. It's your house. You know what I mean? I haven't heard from him in years. But he would leave this snake out and just let it wander around the house. Well, once again, it's your house. But he would bring Like, he's a single guy, so he's gonna hook up with chicks, and they go bring. And he said this one chick came over and was sleeping in bed and woke up. Oh God, he was a pain in the ass, Deacon. I don't. No, I haven't talked to him in like years. Like, I literally haven't talked to him in years. Like, fuck him. It was so much drama. I'm like not about it. Like, I'm just not about that shit. And then I keep getting waves of where all my friends will come through and be like, he absolutely had me convinced that the only reason people came to my live streams was because of him. Right? Like, that's where my brain was at. Was like, okay, well, that's he had absolutely had this. And then he would try to fight with me during my live streams, and I'm like, dude, like, and then he left, like he was out of the picture, and everybody was like, good, he was a dick. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then all my friends, like, I would get, like, afterwards, like, a few months afterwards, I'd have Kelly, I'd have Cass, I'd have Mama Cass, I'd have Becky, I'd have, everybody would come through all at once and go, guess who hit me up last night? Like, it was like every couple months, he would go back and hit up all of our friends. You boobs nice, cool, I don't care. But, he would just go through and message my friends to see if like he could, and I'm like, dude, like, stop. Like, I'm already, like, by the time I get to the point where I'm like, I'm done, I'm like done. Like, if you get me to the point where I'm like done, I'm like done. Like, once you get there, there's no going back. Like, that's just how it is. Like, once I'm done, I'm done. When it comes to people, when it comes to situations, when it comes to everything, once I am done and I'm disconnected, I am done, and that is it. I was with my ex-husband, had 2 kids with him, 9 years, you know what I mean? And when I decided I was done, there was no going back. Like, that's all there was to it. I was done. I had broken up with him before, we gotten back together, all that stuff. But then I said, one day you wake up and you go, this isn't going to work. Like, there's no way that this can work. There's no way that, you know what I mean? Teddy was a really good looking guy, but he was a dick. I mean, I'm like, so I got to the point where I was like, I don't need this type of stress from him. Like, I've never even met this human in person. Like, and then he wanted to tell me that I use him for diamonds. Yeah, and then I found out afterwards nobody liked him, and I was like, really? Oh, I thought everybody always liked him. I don't know. I assumed everybody liked him because they'd be like, oh, he's so funny, and I'm like, but like I said, love makes you do stupid things. So but like life has been, I just got to the point where I was like, I don't need this. Like, I don't need some guy who is gonna like verbally abuse me from across the world, call me at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, he would straight up trip out. Yeah, well, like, he was like, oh, you used me for diamonds. I'm like, dude, if I was on 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever I was on, he was in there from start to finish. You remember Meet Me used to give like the freebies? I looked at my thing. He had given me a total of 400,000 diamonds in 2 years of being in my live stream every single day. He was number 4 all time on my gifters. I'm like, A, I never asked him for a penny. B, it was 2 years of him being in there every single minute of every single day, nonstop. So, oh really? See, I don't, like I said, I don't like, I what, $200 to do a cash? Like, I don't even know. Like, with Meet Me, I'm like, people. There's a lot of people coming from Meet Me. I feel bad for the people that are coming from Meet Me to TikTok now, because TikTok's been really slow since the U.S. crossover thing. Like, it's been like that. But like, there's a lot of people coming over now because Meet Me's completely gone under. Like, I'll go on there every great once in a while and just go live, and if I get 10 people through, I'm like, holy shit. Like, but like, people are like super. They're coming over here. They're like, I've got 45 people in my live. Like, they're like super stoked about this, and I'm like, I mean, all right. Oh, I seen there's these shows, right? There's one up in New Jersey, and I totally want to go see a show. It's like out in Atlantic City, right? It's the front of a museum, and what they do is they project art pieces and have a whole show. There's different ones around the country, so look for it because it looks so cool. I want to go to it real bad, and it's like free events, all that stuff. Um, let's see. Oh, that's nice. After 2 heart attacks, Dad was there to walk his daughter down the aisle. That's nice. And let's see, we'll go to a new page. These ones aren't overly exciting. Deny. Deny. Let's see. They're in Trinidad and Tobago this week. They're searching for robbers who attempted to rip out a cash machine using a backhoe. The bungled movie style heist went viral online. I seen this one, right? Hey, what's going on, Darrell? How are you, honey? I seen this video online where these guys decided that they were going to steal the cash machine, right, out of the courthouse. Already this is a bad idea, right? Like that's what people were doing was they were like, well, these machines have cash on them. When I tell you they bolt those machines down now, I mean they bolt those machines down. Like you can't like just rip them. Like once upon a time you used to be able to just rip them things out of the ground with your trash or with your truck. You know what I mean? Like you could hook it up and take it and then take it home and pry it open, look for cash, all that stuff. They had them put like at the courthouse. Unless you don't think everywhere has cameras now. Everywhere. The streets have cameras, roads have cameras, traffic lights have cameras. But especially someplace like the courthouse, they're gonna have cameras. So I seen this one where it was like these two guys, right? They were in a pickup truck. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you, Thorell, honey. I appreciate you. It's gonna be a good day. But so they proceeded to back into the courthouse. There was glass windows all near the front. They proceeded to back into the courthouse, right? Go through the glass windows. Didn't cover up their fucking license plate. Didn't cover up their license plate. So they seen it. They were out looking for them, like they put a bolo out, right? And you're already pissing the judge off. You're already pissing the people off that if you go to trial are going to have a little bit more oomph to convicting you. Well, because they're already pissed. You violated their space. You know what I mean? They're already pissed. Well, then they decided a couple nights later because they almost got the ATM machine out. Like they actually ended up ripping their own bumper off of their truck and leaving their own bumper there. So not only did they have the license plate number, they had the make and the model specifically of the truck that they were looking for. They came back like 2 days later, backed it through the front window again because they were like, well, it was like hanging on by a thread and we almost had it. And now it'll be easier to break into like the courthouse, like all this shit. And so they literally same number, same everything. They were able to get it out the second time they went back for it. But like they found them like it was like the next morning. Like why would you go after the courthouse? It's like the world's dumb. You ever see like those shows that are like the world's dumbest criminals? And you see some of the shit that people do. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? There was one, right, and I seen this. This was a funny video. There was a robbery that happened in a dispensary, right? Normally with dispensaries, you go, they buzz you in. A lot of them anymore, they're just like regular shops. You just walk in the door. The medical ones, they have like the buzz in shit, like all that. But so these two guys came in and they were proceeding to take everything out of this place. And I guess the person that worked there had just ordered Uber Eats. And they're in there, the employees tied up in the back, right? The Uber Eats driver comes walking in the door and the dude's standing there in a ski mask and he's like, hey, what's up, man? Like just as nonchalant as can be. Hey, what's up, man? Nothing. I'm here to deliver your Uber Eats, Oh, okay, cool. Here, I'll sign for it and just kind of scratch the name on Oh, yeah. And the person that was doing the Uber Eats even said, is it normal for y'all to, because there was two people, so there's another guy walking around back there. She's like, is it normal for y'all to wear ski masks in here? And he was like, it's 2026. We can wear whatever we want. And she was just like, okay. And laughed. You know what I mean? But like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's, I mean, it ain't that expensive. Like, it ain't that expensive now. Like, to where you need to go spend, like, 25 years, traumatize some poor girl, like, who's just trying to work and like feed herself. You know what I mean? Like she just wants her Uber Eats. You know, she doesn't. There's another driver who just wants her like to deliver her Uber Eats to make her money and all that stuff. Like I mean, that's it. What started this whole tangent? I don't even remember. Okay, let's see. In Texas, they're actively searching for a runaway giraffe named Gracie who escaped from a local ranch. Like, okay, what makes somebody move to Texas to open? Like, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, giraffes are typically found in spots in Africa, which have a very dry heat, a lot like Texas. So it kind of makes sense that they would open a giraffe farm. But, like, what happens in somebody's life to make them go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go raise some giraffes. Like, Jeffree Star, you know how he's got his ranch, like, up in, like, Utah, right? And he's like breeding like yaks. Like he was like, I realized that there was a huge market for yak milk or whatever, like for yak fur. And I'm like, what makes? I mean, like if you can turn, yeah, you can turn anything into a business. You can turn anything into a business if you try hard enough. Like, is it? I think I'm pretty sure it's Utah, but I might be wrong, and it might be Wyoming. I don't really follow him that much. Like I'm like, he was like snapping on his live stream the other night. Like he was snapping because he's been getting. You know how I keep telling you, I've been getting a lot of dings lately. He has been getting them like every time he goes live. Oh, let me verify myself. He's been getting them like every time he goes live, so they're starting to penalize him. They took 20%, right? And then he got a message the other day that said because he's key, and he's very outspoken on stuff, and they don't like that very much. But like so he was talking about it on a stream that they sent him an email, like a notification saying that he was going to get another 20% deducted until he started to kind of behave himself, and he was snapping. Alexa, does Jeffree Star live in Utah or Wyoming? Oh, Wyoming. See, there you go. You were right. I thought it was Utah. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right. Let's see. Apparently in Montana, that big banana car? Apparently it was on tour for something, but it's the big banana car. It looks like a giant banana. Was pulled over by the highway patrol. Can you imagine driving by that and being like, happened to be on there when they said Wyoming? Yeah, I was thinking it was. I said I don't really watch this stuff because I'm like, I mean, like somehow if you go back and you watch the Osbournes, you look great. Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate you, honey. But like if you go back years upon years ago, you remember when the Osbournes were a show? Like he said that he used to be homeless, right? But if you go back and you look at the Osbournes, he was Kelly Osbourne's makeup artist. So I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, what are the chances that she would hire somebody that was homeless? Like, I think that he's one, and this is my opinion. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I think he was probably homeless for like a week. And then, everybody likes a good rags riches story. So I think that, I don't know. Like I said, he's a business person. I can respect that. But, like, I don't really think he was, Hi, dear. Hi, Mr. Friday. How are you? Okay. Oh my god, my allergies are kicking my ass today. I feel like my face is melting from the inside. Let's see. Okay. We like the good news. Okay, so there's a one-legged parkour star. His name is Ruben Roldan Bustos. That's a hell of a name. Wins America's Got Talent's Golden Buzzer. How's it going? It's been a while. I'm doing good, Mr. Friday. How are you, honey? I'm hanging in there. You know what I mean? It's another lovely day. That's pretty interesting to do. I wonder how somebody goes to do parkour once they lose a leg. Like, I don't know. Like that's gotta require some upper body strength, like crazy. Like I've watched like Ninja Warrior and stuff like that. I like I you ain't gonna catch me doing that shit. You ain't gonna catch me doing that shit. There's one little girl on there who she's literally shorter than me. Like I said, I hate using a bridge and pull, but there are some shots simply cannot reach. You know what I mean? Your artwork going? It's going. I said I've been working a lot on it. I'm getting really into like my symbolism shit. I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now. It's got a top coat on it. It needs to be probably I should be able to finish it up today, I think. So we're doing. I'm gonna watch my dog ear in. It keeps thinking these are toys. So I'm doing a broken David. So this has been like my new one. So you could say I got a little spot there, and then I got to go back and touch it up. But it's my Michelangelo's David statue, and it's broken, so it's gonna have like a big piece of like the ear and stuff here. It's gonna have cracks. Like I said, this is just my first coat on it, and it's like the broken David is supposed to represent like beauty through frailty, and I thought that that was like a really like I don't know, I kind of like that idea, so I was like, all right, we're gonna roll with that. So like I said, I've been getting into my symbolism and shit lately. I got I like I said, it's been the last couple months have been like a really rough road. You know what I mean? Like I've definitely been through more in like the last couple months than I've been through in quite a while. So I'm just taking it step by step. I said in the last couple of months, my dog that I had, he passed away. I got a new dog who's sitting here with me, who's very sweet. He looked at me like, yeah. But then I said I also got a cancer diagnosis like a couple months ago, so I had to have a big piece of my neck taken out. I'm waiting to get test results back to see whether they're going to do a biopsy of my lymph node or whether they're going to take the whole lymph node out. It just kind of depends on what processes and what the results are and all that stuff. So we're waiting to see. We're waiting to see. Like it'll, you know. But yeah, I was awake when they did it, and that was like the weirdest thing ever. I'm hoping, right? Because they have to take more skin when they do it. Watch, look, my neck is going to be so snatched. It's going to be great. Silver lining. Now, all right, guys, I'm going to get ready and go get my work day started. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will be back a little later on. We've also been doing fire fans, LED fans, and silk fans. So this afternoon I'll be on here doing an awesome, awesome workout. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I said, it's going to be a busy day today. I still can't talk. Yeah, I'll be back later on, guys. I love, love, love when you guys stop by to see me, and I truly appreciate every single person that stops by to see me every single time. Like, bless your hearts. I don't know how you guys put up with me, but you do, and I appreciate you for that. So, all right, guys, I will be back a little later on. Thank you for stopping by.